What we have studied that there was a person, fine, the narrator of the story, and what he did, he was going with his family to a on the trip, okay, and that trip is by a sea route, fine. So he started his journey from Plymouth, England, and up till when he reached where he reached Cape Town, he didn't face any trouble. Okay, but when he started his journey from Cape Town towards east, he started facing so many things, right? He started facing so many troubles. Bad weather he faced, then he faced heavy storms he faced. Okay, on the ship there was a lot of water, and even there were some holes in the ship by which the water is coming continuously. So he has faced a lot of things with his families. Even his daughter got hurt. We have seen this thing that by that high storm which came, and due to which his ship got full of water. Because of that, what happened? His daughter also got hurt. Okay, that we have studied that there was a terrible, the ship shook very terribly. Okay, there was a disastrous thing. So because of that, the ship become, his daughter got hurt on her head, and her headboard was swollen. Fine. Now I think we have to start from page number 16. Okay, so up till here, what is there? I'm just starting it now, children. Okay, we have survived. Everybody should have their pencil with them. Okay, so that when I'm going to tell you the meaning, you should be aware of it, right? We have survived for 15 hours since the wave hit, but Wave Walker wouldn't hold together long enough for us to reach Australia. Now, what is the narrator saying? That narrator saying that it was now 15 hours, okay, almost 15 hours since the wave hit the Wave Walker, okay, and caused the damage to the ship, to the Wave Walker. But he was sure that the Wave Walker could not hold up before they reach Australia. I told you that the water is continuously there in the Wave Walker, so he knows that it is going to be very difficult that the ship can survive up till they reach Australia. Okay. I checked our charts and calculated that there were two small islands a few hundred kilometers to the east. And what did the narrator say? That what he did, so it was his duty now. Okay, it was his duty to find out where he could go, or where he could take his ship. Okay, which is the nearest point where he could take his ship. So what he did, he started his calculation. Fine, he started reading the charts and everything, and by reading the charts he found out that there were two small islands a few hundred kilometers to the east. On them, Al Amsterdam was a French scientific base. Children, French scientific base. French scientific base means where the experiments were done. Okay, it was a French scientific base where experiments were done. Fine. So what he did, he he just saw that there was an island, Isle Amsterdam. Okay, our only hope was to reach that pinpricks in the vast ocean. What do you mean by pinpricks? Okay, pinpricks is nothing, children. Pinpricks is what? Just to search a safe location somewhere in the island. So what they saw, that it was a Al Amsterdam was just 200, a few hundreds kilometer away, and it was a French scientific base. Okay, but unless the wind and the sea abated, 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 so we could hoist sail, our chances would be slim indeed. Okay, hoist means raise the sail, sail. I told you the meaning of sail, children. Okay, it is a piece of a cloth which was hang in front of it. Okay, sail is that. So here the narrator is saying, but unless the wind in the sea abated, so we could hoist sail and chances would be slim. Okay, the great wave had put our auxiliary engine out of action. Now what happened? Excuse me, children. Okay, now what happened, one island was there, and it was a scientific based island. Okay, they had the only hope that if they can reach that one of these tiny islands located in the huge ocean, they can be safe. Okay, now what happens, so he says, the narrator says that the only if the wind and the seas do not cause any further damage, okay, they can raise the sail and move further in the calm way. Otherwise, what happened, the same situation is again going to occur, and the chances were less to reach the island. Okay, a bad here means but the unless the wind and the sea is a bad here means damage. A-B-A-T-E-D. A bad it means damaged. Okay, so he said that the narrator is wishing, he is hoping that if the wind and sea doesn't cause any damage now, so possibly we can reach where to the island. But if they cause damage, if again the same situation came, again the high wind started rising, then what happened, then ultimately we have to face that. If we started facing that danger only, then ultimately it is very impossible for us to reach that island. Okay, so he wants that the sea should be calm and quiet. Okay, so that what happened, they can reach the island. Okay, so here it is written that the great wave had put our auxiliary engine out of action. Auxiliary means extra. Auxiliary here means extra. Okay, so he was saying that they have a secondary engine also for to support their travel. But what happened to that engine, that a huge wave had actually damaged it. Okay, so they had a second auxiliary, they had a spare engine, you can say, okay, which can help them in their travel. But now that engine is also damaged due to the heavy waves which were there, okay, which came earlier and which damaged everything which was there on the ship. Okay, we have seen that the hand pumps were also damaged. So same thing happened here. On January 4, after 36 hours of continuous pumping, we reached the last few centimeters of water. Now the narrator is saying that after 1.5 days of continuously pumping out the water, okay, only a few centimeters of water is left. Okay, here is word is written now, a last few centimeters of water, it means a few centimeters of water is left to pumped out of the ship. Okay, but now what happened, now we had only to keep a pace with the water still coming in. Now what they have to do, now they have to control the amount of water which is coming inside the ship. Still some water is coming inside the ship, so they have to hold that. Okay, we could not send any sail to the mast. Pressure on the ragging would simply pull the damaged section of the hull apart. So we hoisted the storm jib and headed for where I thought the two islands were. Now what he said, that water is still coming, so now they have to control the amount of water with that is still coming is to this, so that they can safeguard the ship. Why they want to hold that pace, why they want to control that pace of water, so that they can save the ship. Okay, so he says that he was not able to hoist any sail on the main mast now, and he knows that he cannot put any more pressure on her rigging, because what happened, because it can damage the whole body of the ship. Okay, rigging. Rigging means, you can write it down, ropes and wires supporting the structure of the ship. Ropes and wires supporting the structure of the ship. Rigging, rigging. Rigging means the ropes and wires supporting the structure of the ship. Okay, so what has happened, he knows that if he is going to put the more pressure on these ropes and everything, what will happen, his ship is going to get collapsed, it is going to get damaged. So he thought that he should not put more pressure on it. Okay, because it can damage the whole body of the ship. Fine, so what he did, so we hosted the storm jib and headed for where I thought the two islands were. So what he did, so he raised the storm jib and which was the support to the ship, which was the only support to the ship. He raised that, and what he did, and they move in the direction where the narrator thought the two islands were. So they started moving towards that direction where they thought the two islands were located. Okay. Mary found some corned beef and cracker biscuits, and we ate our first meal in almost 2 days. Now, what his wife done? He says that his wife found some corned beef and a cracker biscuit, and they ate it all together. Okay, and they ate them all together. Now, but our respite was short lived. Now, respite is what, children? Respite is relief. Okay, yeah, rest time. Okay, he said, but relief was a short lived. At 4 p.m., black clouds began building up behind us. Now, what happened at 4 p.m.? Okay, the black clouds again started building up around their ship. Okay, within the hour, the wind was about 40 knots and the sea were getting higher. 40 knots. Knots, I told you, this is the unit of speed which is being calculated by for the ships and aircraft. So he was saying that the wind was now 40 knots and the sea was getting higher. Fine. The weather continued to deteriorate throughout the night, and by dawn on January 5, our situation was desperate. Desperate means sad. Okay, deteriorated means worse. Okay, now what happened? Deteriorate, deteriorated means worse. Okay, and desperate means bad. Now what happened? The weather got worse, and by early morning of January 5, the situation was very bad. The situation again became the same. When I went in to comfort the children, John asked, Daddy, are we going to die? Now, when he went to look at his children to see how their condition was, his son asked him a question. Okay, that if we are all going to die, fine. And because why he was asking? Because the weather is getting worse. Okay, and they know that it is very, very difficult to survive in this worst weather, as their ship is also damaged. So it is very difficult for them to survive. Fine. I tried to assure him that we would make it. Now, what he did, the narrator says that he tried to assure him by saying what he said, that we will just came out of it. We will survive. Don't worry. But daddy, he went on, we aren't afraid of dying if we all be together, you and mummy, Sue and I. Now, what did the child say? The child shows a great optimism here. Okay, optimism means positivity. He shows a great positivity by saying that he is not afraid of dying. Okay, he said that I am not afraid of dying, and if he is with his family, if the family is together, they will survive. Okay, they will not die, nothing will happen to them. Okay, children. So up till here, I'm just revising what we have studied. He was saying that what happened on January 4th, after the 36 hours of continuous journey, what happened to them? They have pumped out a lot of water. Only a few water is left in the ship, but there was some from somewhere down the stream, there was some water still coming inside the ship, and they have to control that. Otherwise, the ship is going to sink, and that will cause a problem. Okay, so and the thing is this, that they cannot put more pressure on their ropes also, which is supporting the ship, because if they are going to do that, then the whole body of the ship can, it is a possibility that it can get damaged. Okay, so what they did, they were just trying to make the situations normal. And what the narrator did, he hosted the storm ship, and they started moving towards the direction where he calculated that there might be two small islands. Okay, so how he has calculated, he just looked at all the charts and he found out that there was an Isle Amsterdam. This is the name of the island. Okay, it is that island is few hundred kilometers away from where they are. Okay, so he thought that if no storm, no high waves, nothing is going to come. So might be they are going to reach there, where on that island very safely. But if the again the same situation occurs, so they are going to face a lot of problem, and it is very impossible for them to reach there. Fine. So what happened? That then his wife brought Mary brought some eatables for them, and they all sat together and eat it. Fine. Now here the author is saying that at the rest period for us is a very short lived. At 4 p.m. again what happened? The same situation started coming. Black clouds started coming, and the wind started blowing very strong, and the waves becoming very high. Okay. And he said that the weather continued to get, and slowly the weather continued to get worse. It is becoming worse and worse. And by the early morning of 5 January, January 5, the situation was more worse. Fine. Now in the last paragraph what I taught, he said that when he went to his children's cabin to comfort them, his son asked him a question that are they going to die? Fine. So he assured him that no, they are not going to die, and they will come out of the situation. So his son replied in an optimistic way. He became very positive and a very, you can say, a very optimistically he replied that he is not afraid of dying if they all are together. Fine. Now up till here, anybody is having any problem, or we can proceed further? Any word meaning? Okay. I could not find no words which to respond, but I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I had. Now he was saying that narrator is saying that when he heard all these things from his son, he was not able to really console his son. He could not console his son because he was feeling so touched by the support being extended by his son. The son was so small, but he was extending a very, very optimistic support to his father. So he was saying that I really could not console him because the support which has been given to me. Fine. Now what he did, so he left. But I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I have. And what he did, so he left the children's cabin and was now determined, okay, to fight back whatever they were having. If the something I told you that many things on their ship were get destroyed. Why they were destroyed? Due to the waves which came. Okay, so he now become determined by hearing his son words, and he decided that whatever they are having, they will come through that. Fine. To protect the weakened starboard side, I decided to heave to. Heave to here is to lift, okay, or to raise. Heave to here means to lift or to raise, okay, with the undamaged port hull facing the oncoming waves. So what he said that he wanted to protect the ship because one side of the ship was already what broken. So what he did here, he too, you can say, he just park the ship. Okay, this line over here, I decided to heave to the undamaged port hull facing the oncoming waves. What he did, he decided to park the ship in the ocean for a while. Actually, it is what? It is a defensive strategy for him, by him, to save his ship. Okay, so what he did, he just parked the ship in the ocean. Okay, using an improvised sea anchor of heavy nylon rope and two 22 liters plastic barrels of paraffin. Now what he did, he just parked the ship where he has parked the ship, there only on in the ocean. And this is only what, this is his strategy to save his ship. And how he parked his ship? By using an improvised what, sea anchor, and made up of heavy nylon rope, and two 22 liters barrels of kerosene. Okay, barrels, barrels. Barrels are large what, large containers made up of wood. Large containers made up of wood, and they were filled with what, they were filled with kerosene. Okay, so what he did, he made a pot over there only, and he filled it with what, he just uh, parked his ship there only just to save it. Okay. That evening, Mary and I sat together holding as the motion of the ship brought more and more water in through the broken planks. We both felt the end was near. Now he was saying, the narrator and his wife, they both were what? They both were holding their hand and were sitting as they know that their end was near, because more and more water was coming in through the broken planks. Broken planks means the broken wooden parts. Okay, the starboard, that ship is made up of wood, so all the broken parts of the wood, from there the water is coming inside. Okay, so they know that they were die, so they were just both the husband wife, they were holding their hands and sitting. Okay, but wave walker rowed out. Rowed out means travel out the storm, and by the morning of January 6th the wind was easing. Now what happened? The wave walker has crossed over the storm, and by the morning next morning, that is on 6th. Okay, what happened? 6th January, the wind was little bit easy. Okay, I tried to get a reading the the syntax. Syntax is what, children? You write the meaning of this. SEXTANT. Syntax is an instrument on the ship used for measuring distance. An instrument on the ship used for measuring distance. An instrument on the ship used for measuring distance. Okay, so what happened? There was, the wind was a little bit easy now. It means that there was no storm and the speed of the wind becomes slightly low. So the narrator tried to get the reading. So what he started doing, back in the chart room, sorry, I worked on the wind speed, changes of the course, drift and current in the effort to calculate our position. So he went where? He went to the chart room and he started calculating the speed of the wind, okay, drift, current, and also calculated their position, where they are located now. The best I could determine was that we were somewhere in 1,50,000 kilometers of ocean looking for 65 kilometers wide island. Now what he said, that when he calculated everything, he found that they were in 1,50,000 kilometers of area, okay, area of ocean, and they were looking for a wide island which is only 65 kilometers away from where they are right now. Okay, so that area is just 65 kilometers away from where they are right now. Okay, while I was thinking, Sue moving painfully and join me. Now author is saying that while I was sitting here, while he was sitting and thinking of all these things, that where they have to proceed and how they are going to reach, that time his daughter Sue, okay, she came towards him and she moving painfully means she was in a great pain. Moving painfully here means she was in a great pain. When the left side of her head was now very swollen and her blackened eyes narrowed to slits. Slits means, children, cuts. SLITS. Slits means cut. So what he saw that his daughter was in a great pain, and when he noticed his daughter, that he saw that her left side of her head was swollen and his eyes were swollen too, and there was a opening. The opening were slits. Okay, it was like the cuts which were there, they were open very badly. She gave me a card she had made, and what did Sue do? She handed over her father a card, and that card she made herself. Okay, that is made by Sue herself only. Okay, on the front she had drawn an on the front on the front, she had drawn an caricature of Mary and me with the words. Caricature means silly drawings, silly looking drawing. Caricatures means silly looking drawings. So what he did, that when she handed over the card to the narrator, there were some there were some silly looking drawings on it, okay, of the narrator and his wife. Okay, did here are some funny words. Did they make you laugh? I laughed a lot as well. And she has written this thing, that did they make you laugh? Whom she's talking about the parents, about the pictures, the drawing of her parents. So she said that, did they make you laugh? These are the funny peoples. Okay, I laughed a lot as well. And she has written further that I used to laugh with them a lot. Inside was a message, oh, how much I love you both. So this card is to say thank you and let's hope for the best. Somehow we had to make it. And what she has written some words, and it was written that she has expressed her love for her parents, okay, for her father and mother, and she also wanted to thank them, okay. And the last line here is, somehow we had to make it. This is the narrator's thought. So the narrator says that somehow they have to come out of this terrible situation, okay. Now children, if you are having any doubt, do ask me right now. Any doubt anybody is having?